Is there anyone in here? So this is a door. You can place them.
Oh, bear!
Hey guys, it's Adam aka Swimmbird, and welcome to Rust. This is a new game. It's been out for a little while, but I thought I'd give it a try. And what better way to show how a game works than have someone who's never seen it or played it at all be here. So, whoa, Danielle is with me on this video here, and there's a crazy fort over there. So, Rust.
Cool.
This is a game where you have a rock and and a torch.
And a beautiful rock it is.
And you start out with almost nothing, and all in Minecraft, you kind of build your way up. I see a big rock over there. I'm gonna go towards these.
I've already got a two-handed rock.
I think, is that a bear or a boar or a rock? It's hard to tell from far away. That's a boar. I'm gonna kill that. So this is essential. We have to hunt for food, and what better way to do that than to bash a boar? Oh, come here.
With a rock?
Yeah, we have to start out with what we have. So I'm gonna try to get this boar. It's very tough to do with the rock. You have to like sprint at him. So this game is kind of like Minecraft a little bit. It's also, whoa, a little like DayZ. It's got some Stalker and some Fallout in here, but I'll get into that. This is going to be kind of a beginner's guide though, like I mentioned. Get over here, boar. This is a lot easier to do with better tools, but I do need food. There we go. So now to harvest, you
stop, it's dead.
smack it with the rock over and over again. There's a little bit of blood in this game, just warning you guys. So anyways, when you're starting out, you want to look for piles of wood and rocks and boars, because those are the easiest things to kill. And the goal of this game is kind of to look out for zombies and other players, to team up with people and just have fun surviving in this post-apocalyptic world. There's a deer. I don't think I can get that. That's a little too tough. I'm going to hit this rock, though, with a rock, and that's how you get ore and stones. So, like Minecraft, you need some materials to craft, so I'm going to grab some of the basics here, and then we'll get to crafting some better stuff, so we're not hitting things with a rock. But yeah, you can build up and get guns and armor and all this cool stuff and do some crazy PvP.
You need to name your rock.
This is Petunia.
Okay.
I mentioned it's kind of like Minecraft, not just the crafting, but you can also build stuff, as you can see by that crazy tower over there, that huge base. It's a little dark right now, so I gotta be careful. Zombies and evil creatures and animals and stuff are a lot easier, or harder to see at night, so we gotta be careful. The stars are coming out, so it's quite beautiful.
Oh.
I'm gonna bash this rock again. I need some wood, and then we can get crafting. So, this game...
Petunia, give me some wood!
This game starts a little slow. Petunia, smack it. I think is that how rocks make love? They just bash into each other. Alright, so I'm going to go look. You can get wood from trees, but the best way to do it is from piles of wood. And I don't see any around, so I'm just going to hit a tree real quick. And you get 1 wood per hit. There we go, 1 wood. You need a few wood. This game is in its alpha. As you can see in the upper right, it just had a patch a few days ago. And it's pretty basic, but it's really fun. It's by the creator of Garry's mod. And it's very popular right now, so I thought I'd give it a try. And I enjoy it. I've played about 5 hours, and I'm having fun. I have the basics down, so I thought I'd kind of share this with anyone who might be daunted by starting out fresh. This is a little hut. There's a campfire in here. I'm just going to steal this person's hut. So we can go over this campfire and hit E to open it up, and I'm going to put some of my wood here. You can split this, drop that in there. You have to right-click to split, and then I'll throw some of my meat in. For some reason, every animal in the game gives you raw chicken. And now I have to push E again, and it'll light it up. There we go. So now we have this campfire. And you'll see in the bottom right, I have comfort, which means my health is going to regenerate like 5 times faster, I believe, and our calories burn. So the 3 meters there, as that chicken cooks, I'm going to look around. The 3 meters there that you're seeing are health in the little green bar there. It's very small. That's out of 100. Then we have food, which is like how many calories you have. If you go below 400, you start to lose health. So make sure you eat. That's why killing that boar mercilessly with a rock was essential. And then under that is rads, which is radiation. That's why I mentioned it. Kind of reminds me of Fallout. If you get too much radiation over 500, you will you'll start taking damage. So if you go up here, you hit tab to go in the inventory. This is something I didn't figure out immediately, but there's a crafting tab. And you hit that. So I'm going to try to make, I need one more piece of wood, and I can make the hatchet. And then we can start doing stuff a lot faster. Oh, there's no wood left. So even though these trees stay here,
it's a mighty tree.
They only have a certain amount of wood. And this is definitely not the best way to get wood. If you find the little piles of wood, go for those. But as you saw, like the rocks and piles of wood are kind of like scattered. So I see them a lot more often near roads and stuff. So we're going to make the stone hatchet here. We need 5 stone and wood. There we go. So I'm playing on a server. I recommend trying to find a server that has at least reduced crafting time, or this one is actually instant craft. Just because I'm doing the video, I decided to do this one. But I would go for a server. The modded servers, there's a ton of them when you get on here that has faster crafting, because unfortunately this game has like crazy crafting times for doing stuff. Sometimes I was crafting like a bundle of arrows and it took like 3 minutes sitting there crafting. You can move around when you're crafting. Like I'll try to make something real quick and move around, and you can see I will make a sleeping, no, I can't make a sleeping bag yet. Let's do something like simple, like a bandage. There we go. I'll make a spare bandage. So you get cloth from killing animals. Oh wait, that's instant, so never mind. Normally,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, normally when you're crafting, you would need to, you can tab out of crafting, but you would walk around really slow. But because this is instant craft, I don't have to worry about that. I'm gonna grab this. But you can see this stone hatchet already way faster than the rock, and now I can actually kill stuff a little easier. I'm gonna look around for some more supplies real quick. But you see all these huts everywhere. These are actually player-made huts. They last for a certain amount of time. These little ones are easier to make. They're just little shacks, but you can build your own custom structure like that. And these will only last for a certain amount of hours, these little ones, but the better ones will last for a couple days. And you have to be careful, because after that, you will be vulnerable. I'm going to let the rest of that meat cook. We should probably move on. I should just grab it, actually, and we'll keep going. Don't want to hang around here too long. This isn't even my campfire. Building in another man's campfire. All right, let's go out here. So
He's not home.
right now, I just have pants on, and I'm shirtless, and I'm like a weird caveman guy running around. Everyone else looks like that when you start out too, but the guys over here, if I run into anyone, probably have weapons and stuff, so I need to be careful. But I'm gonna go sneak around here and take a look. I've never actually killed a deer with a hatchet, so let's try this. I'm gonna run at it and try to get a swing in before it runs. Oh, okay. So deer are very fast. This might not work out. You want to get better weapons as soon as possible, because it's very hard to kill people or animals with basic stuff. You can build a bow pretty easily. Ooh. And here's the telltale little sign of my radiation going up. So we're right near this town here. I'll go explore this real quick, even though I have a little basic weapon. The towns have lots of really good loot in them, and you can only find certain things by looting. And they also have a lot of zombies, so I should be careful here. But your radiation goes up very quickly, and if your radiation goes over 500, you start to lose health. So you gotta be very careful. There's nothing in this house. Let's go out of here. But yeah, you have to kind of like be very cautious about when you go into areas. There might be chests here if I'm lucky, or someone could have looted most of this already. But yeah, you'll find little crates around that you can loot and get better supplies. But again, it's like a risk-reward thing. You don't want to do this too often, or you will you'll get radiation sickness and die. I'm already about 150
you don't
radiation.
Get any cool mutant powers?
Yeah, that would be awesome. Here we go. Here's a crate. I'm gonna search it. Just some med kits in there. Nothing great. Those will stop bleeding though, the small ones, and you can make better ones to heal you and stuff like that. But yeah, usually there would be better loot in here, but I think because we're so close to all these other players, it might have gotten cleared out pretty easily. And then I think it regenerates over time, just like the resources, but you have to get lucky to find much. Ooh, let's see. There we go. Here's a big old crate thing. Let's do this quickly. Oh no, these are empty. Here we go. Anti-radiation. Whoa, I've never gotten this before. It's a rad suit.
I liked that note.
And medkits. Nice. Alright. So that's pretty good loot, actually. This will protect me from radiation a bit, it looks like, and give me some much needed armor. Now I actually have a shirt on. I was just talking about being naked. Gunpowder. We got metal fragments. All this is good stuff, and I'll go into what it does in a sec here. I just want to get out of here before I stay in this too long. It is getting very dark. You can, oh yeah, geez, I'm almost over the limit here. I'm running under the influence of radiation. So let's get out of here. That tower is insane. It is very dark right now, and it's possible to turn up your gamma if you really want to see, but I think this is part of the appeal. I have this torch. Whoa. Oh, here are the wood piles I just talked about. See, you can barely see anything when you don't have the torch in your hand, but that tells people where you are pretty easily. So you gotta be very careful. Now these wood piles, as you can see, give off much more wood. Each hit I'm getting 7 instead of the 1 from the tree. So it's much better to do these if you can find them, but they are more scattered. What is that? Oh, it's just a log. So you gotta be very careful here. I'm gonna get some wood real quick and then we'll go hide for a little while. The moon, whoa.
What's going
What the
on?
heck? Is this like a force field? That might be a glitch or something. What the heck?
It's
I think I just saw an
beautiful.
alien. Okay. What if I move back?
What was that?
I don't know. Something left the atmosphere. That was bizarre, guys. Oh, there's a bear. Okay. I'm not going that way. I think that's a boar. Let's try to get that boar. So bears and wolves, you need to look out for those because this is... Oh, no. I can't see him at all unless I'm right on him. I'm going to let him go. Is there anyone in here? So this is a door. You can place them...
Oh, bear!
You can place doors on shacks to protect your stuff. That's a bear too, isn't it? No, it's a pig. Is that bear? He's coming.
Piggy.
Okay, let's go.
Right.
Let me in. Nope, these are probably locked. So once you have a shack, you're a little bit better off because you can lock your door and protect yourself, but people can break down the doors. If you build a wooden door, it takes like 200 hits from a hatchet to break down. If you have a metal door, they have to use C4 to blow it up, and C4 is a lot harder to craft and it's more rare. I don't think I can do this when it's dark. It's kind of tough to see these guys. There we go. Sorry, piggy. We gotta get more cloth so I can build a bow, and then we can go hunting. It's so dark here. And yeah, it'll get brighter as the moon comes up. As you can see, it's a little easier to see now. But the first part of night, this is so brutal. The first part of night is really dark, so you have to be very careful. It's much better to be inside than running around like a madman. But we're just starting out, so I'm not as worried. There we go. I'll use my torch a little bit so we can see where we're going. So I'm going to go try to find a safe place to hide. Maybe this shack.
So can people come through the walls of the shack, though? Like, do they have to mess with the door for
I
sure?
think they can break down the walls, but it takes a long time to hit it enough to do that. I'm going to cook my meat. This guy already left fire or wood in here, unless I put that in. There we go. I think it automatically... Whoa, that was weird. And then now that we have enough cloth, I think I can build a bow. So I'm going to go into the crafting, and let's build a better weapon. I also have some of that metal. Oh, I can build this. Okay, so I'm going to build this hatchet. This is a better version of the hatchet, but it takes metal fragments to do. And then the bow will do that as well. This is so much easier with this instant crafting. The only problem with these servers that have instant crafting, people could probably just spam. Like, you saw that building was really tall, and I bet people could, raid bases and just kind of screw with people a lot easier. So we have some arrows. We have a better hatchet, so we don't need this stone one anymore. I'm just going to throw my rock out. See ya, Petunia. I guess I'll keep her.
But all the memories.
Okay, well, so this is the better hatchet. This will give you more wood. I think you get 10 for chopping with this when you find those wood piles. And then if you get a pickaxe, you'll get 20. So I'm going to see if I can find something to shoot with my bow. Like this. There we go. You can crouch with control and run with shift. I forgot to mention the run thing there. But let's try to hit this deer. And if I can hit it again. There we go. It takes 2 arrows to do that. And the deer have a lot better... Whoop, there we are. A lot better loot than the pigs. And not by too much. The bears and wolves have pretty good stuff, though. And you even get blood from them, which you can use to make med kits and stuff. So the big thing of this game is if you want to improve what you're building, other than what you can craft from the start, you need to find blueprints. And the... Ooh, there we go. What's he doing? He's dancing with his arrow. The blueprints are dropped by zombies, which I mentioned earlier, and also players. I'm going to wait for him to cool down, and... There we go. It sounds like somebody, like, knocking on a door really hard or something. There it is. I think I just saw a bear over the horizon, so we should be careful. What is that? Oh, it's it's another deer. I'm gonna try to get as much of this as I can real quick while we're here, so we don't run out of food. Because, like I mentioned, once you go below 400 calories, which I already am, I'm dangerously low here. I need to eat something. I am hungry. I will not regenerate health when I'm this low, so I have to be very careful. There we go. 360 no scope. Alright. There's something running over there. I gotta be very careful. Let me eat some food in a sec. My rads are going down. So you get radiation, and I'm already almost like cured of it, but you have to be careful. It will go down naturally, or you can use these pills I got here. When I looted, they'll minus 300 radiation, but unless you go over 500, you don't have to worry about it that much. Just be careful about that. What is that? Oh, that's another guy. He's coming at me. Don't take my chicken. He's trying to sneak around.
Oh, shoot,
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's his name? Nat King Cole. Oh, he hit me. Uh-oh. Oh my god, he killed me! He had like nothing. He had a pick. Oh no!
Why was there a zipper sound when you died?
He probably took my pants off. Okay, so
Well,
I'm dead, and the one thing I didn't do in time before I fought that guy was build a sleeping bag, and you want to craft that. It takes 15 cloth, so I could have done it if I was thinking ahead enough. The sleeping bag will allow you to respawn at your sleeping bag. Now I'm like, I have no idea where I am. That's part of this game, though. It is a very cruel mistress.
Petunia's back.
If you don't have a fortified base to leave your stuff around, then you got to be very careful, and they can kind of, you can die and lose a lot of it. The blueprints are persistent, though, so if you learn how to make stuff, you will keep that over as many times as you die, but it is pretty tough, especially on a server where more people are. So if you're playing this for the first time, I recommend finding a smaller server, maybe, and then you don't have to worry about the PvP element. It loses a bit of the excitement when you do that, but I think just starting out, it's good to get the ropes of how the crafting and stuff works. I can actually switch over real quick, and I'll show you what it looks like when you have more stuff. And here's a road. There we go. Be careful on these. Guys will come and kill you. Okay. Alright. So I'm on the server that I was on earlier, and you can see I have my hatchet, and I also have some guns, which are pretty cool. Those take a little bit to craft. I've got my bow. I still have a rock here for some reason. I don't know why I have that on there. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so look at all this stuff I got. I got leather armor, I got tons of meat. All this stuff can be yours with just a little bit of playtime. I even have explosive charge that I found. I'm going to throw some beans down here. So this is a base, and these are craftable, and I actually built mine way up in the mountains so that I could hide from people. You can build these almost anywhere, as long as there's kind of enough of a flat surface to put it down on. You need a lot of wood, so be ready to chop down piles and piles of wood, but once you do, you can build a foundation down here and place it, and then you place walls, and you can flip them around by right-clicking. You want to place a ceiling, a doorway, and then you put your door. So like I mentioned, the wooden door can be broken through. The metal door needs an explosive charge, so my house is pretty safe right now. You can also set a password. You can put in a 4-digit password so that if you play with friends, they can actually come and come into your base if you give them the password and hide out with you. So that's a little improvement from recently. I'm going to go down into this area. There is a crazy zombie place that I want to explore now that I have more weapons. I might die, but as you saw in there, I have my sleeping bag placed. So the sleeping bag, once you have it and you die, you saw there were two options. It said respawn and at a camp. If you click the camp one, you'll go back to your sleeping bag. So that's a good thing to have, especially in this game, because if I was to die over here and I went to that sleeping bag, I might potentially run over and grab my loot before somebody finds it and get my stuff back. You can also build a bed now. That's another recent update. And the bed will actually make it where you can respawn a bit faster, but you have to have it in a roofed house. So keep that in mind. They made the time limit. I think it's like you can only respawn every 4 minutes with the sleeping bag because they wanted to prevent people from rushing and having crazy like Zerg rushes on bases with tons of guys. Here we go. Oh, they're reading everything. Okay, the server guy is talking to people. I think somebody's having trouble with somebody or briefing or I don't know. Yeah, you have to be very careful on these games because people are not very friendly. I would recommend going in with a group of people that you know to play with that you can trust. I know there's servers where people are ready to team up and cooperate, but a lot of these games like DayZ and MineZ, they have a lot of betrayal, and that's some of the fun of it, though. I'm just gonna chop this real quick, and then we'll get going. I just saw this wood. Last time I was playing, there was no wood anywhere, and I was trying to build my base up. So now that we have more, there we go. Even though I mentioned you need a lot of wood to craft the base, it's not that hard to find. As you saw, I just got like 100 wood or whatever from those few piles. So, and here's another one of these rocks. You'll notice they look a bit different. They'll be darker or they'll be alone. And my rads are going up since we're close to this base. I'm gonna try to go in here. I have a few arrows. I should be okay. But yeah, this is one of the bases here. It gets a bit fuzzy when you start to get radiation, as you can see. There's a zombie. Okay, I'm gonna try to use my gun on him. And, oh, they can hit you from pretty far. There we go. I think that was a headshot. So these are the zombies, and as you can see, I can get rations. I got some choco or granola bars, more Goya beans. You can get good loot from these guys. I'm gonna eat a bit of my chicken to heal some of my health, keep my calories up. But you have to be very careful. If you don't have armor, even the little red zombies can kill you in like 2 hits. So be very careful. There's some floating barrels over here. Let's check this area out. The black zombies are slower, but they have better loot. And they're more powerful, I believe. So be very careful. There's one.
Do your tools have durability that you have to worry about?
No, that's one of the good things. You don't. Once you craft something, as long as you have it, I missed that, you will be okay. My radiation's going up pretty heavy. There we go.
Yeah,
I'm almost over 500 now. I gotta be very careful. Let's grab this. Flares, I think. Yeah. So those are little things to shoot off in the air and tell people where you are. Here's some ammo. Now I'm taking damage because I have too much radiation. I'm going to try to run out the other side here if I can. Hopefully there's another opening. And let's get out of here real quick. Once I get out of this area, I don't have any radiation healing things. You can eat food to get rid of a little bit of rads, or drink water, but I'm going to be quick about this and just get out of here.
Get out of there,
Yeah,
man.
I should probably go out the other door that I came in, since I know I can get out this way. So yeah, my rads are pretty high here, up to 700. They're going crazy. If you keep eating, though, you can get your health back. So if you have enough food, then you should be okay. I think I mentioned that everything in this game drops raw chicken. Should I say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really weird. They'll probably fix that in the future. So until my rads go down, I'm going to keep taking damage here. You can reduce it. I just ate those beans and it reduced them pretty significantly. All the food have different like amounts that they reduce your radiation. You really want those pills, but I don't have them on this guy. Nor do I have that radiation suit that was pretty cool. I lost that to that guy with the pickaxe, but it's alright. I haven't been playing that long, so I'm still not as used to PvP combat. And we're almost, man, our rads are still up there, but they should be down pretty quick here. Here's another. This is a very simple base. This is what my base looks like. It's just the 4 walls, a roof, and a metal door. You definitely want to go with the metal door, because if someone does find your base, and if you're offline, your guy will actually like sleep there. On most.
Bear.
I'm gonna try to use my hand cannon on it, because this is a pretty powerful thing. Oh, and we gotta cock it. Oh, I hit him, but it didn't. Oh. I probably wasted some ammo. Oh no, I'm bleeding now. I shouldn't have done that. I'm gonna reload. Oh jeez, he's gonna run after me and get me. Yeah, I'm almost dead here. I gotta be very careful. I should not be using this this stuff on here. Oh, there we go. I shouldn't be using my good weapons on a bear, is what I have to say. Whoa! I think I bled to death. So now I can do at a camp, and hopefully I can go find. Yeah,
no,
here we go.
it said Nemesis killed you. So did you get hit like from behind?
I might have gotten killed by somebody that was there. But anyways, now I'm back at this. I can go check that out real quick and go see. But
that
yeah,
noise scared me.
yeah, it's pretty intense. Like bears popping out of nowhere, wolves. This game is like, it can give you heart attacks. I was playing this pretty late at night, so it was it can be a scary game, especially if you don't know, when someone's coming. So one tip that is a little bit of an exploit, if you're having trouble running this, you see this grass everywhere and how it sways nicely in the wind. You can actually push F1 and do grass period on, and then do false, and then it turns all that off. So you can actually like see without a lot of the grass everywhere. It helps you find things like chickens and rabbits and some of the animals that are harder to see, but at the same time it's a little cheap. It gets rid of some of the atmosphere, and it's just I think it's just not as fun to do. I just wanted to show you guys in case you want to play without it, because I know some people have had issues with grass in the past on here where it just didn't render right, so it kind of messed the game up. But they fixed the grass recently. Like I mentioned, this isn't alpha, but they're constantly doing updates and improvements. Like the last one was on the 24th, so it was fairly recent. I'm trying to find where I died. It was somewhere around here, wasn't it? It wasn't too far from that place. I don't really remember. Oh, here we go. This is this thing. Maybe the Nemesis was living in this house.
Yeah, maybe he woke up and came out and killed you.
It's possible. Because, yeah, there's a decent amount of players on here. Oh, hey. Is this mine? Oh, I think it might be, but it might have been looted by that guy. So I got some bandages. I think he threw a bunch of it down, but he probably took all of my good stuff that I had on me.
All the stuff you were showing off earlier.
Yep. Womp, 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 womp. So easy come, easy go. But yeah, like I said, if you manage to progress enough to get the blueprints, they persist over time. So you kind of learn a little bit each time. You get better as you play, and definitely if you can play with other people, that's a good way to do it. To kill these boars with a rock, you need to kind of sprint every once in a while and then release. That's a tip. But anyways, that's most of how you start out in Rust. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. There's a chicken, there's a bear. That's the first time I actually saw a chicken. Usually they're hidden in the grass. Bear. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Let me know if you want to see more Rust. Let's get out of here. Bear, you're going down.
No.
Goodbye, guys. I'm gonna harvest some wood. Die, bear. Goodbye.